Hey guys, how's it going? It's Matt Bordeaux here again. It's day 2 of the Progress to Success series. Today we are going to be ripping chest and arms. Of course, we squatted yesterday, felt really awesome doing that. So now we got to rip the chest and the arms of the classic pumpy. So it's going to be a good thumpy. Yeah, today we weighed in. I was weighing at 169 today. I didn't take a photo of it, but I should have. I also have increased the size of my breakfasts now that the focus is to grow. I'm thinking, okay, now we got to eat like we're growing. We got to revert back to what we were doing before, guys. And of course, we are ripping the shakes again, the same classic style that I had in the previous series, whereby we do the 1 scoop of the Walmart protein, we do double scoop of the Costco protein, and then we use milk to kind of bring it up in together to get that nice full feeling. And it's about 900 calories all in all. It's got about 60 grams of protein in it, and it's got a lot of carbs. I don't even care about the carb count because I get plenty of carbs in the day. I don't really need to count that just because a lot of things have carbs. So yeah, so that's gonna be the idea there. But we are gonna head in there. We're gonna do chest and arms. Thinking of starting off with the bench press, dumbbell bench to be exact, just for the volume, just to really see where we're at in terms of that. I think I've been doing 60, 70 pounds for the dumbbell bench press, so we'll see what we end up doing today. I do feel pretty good, and I did eat a good amount before this, so I have the energy. I'm ready to rock. I've got the water, I've got everything I need to succeed. Of course, we're going to do multiple variations of the bicep curl and the tricep extension, elbow flexion, elbow extension. 2 of those movements build those triceps and those biceps. Going to be trying not to focus on the brachialis. The brachioradialis, I might do a little bit of work there, just some forearm stuff, but the brachialis for sure, I'm just going to try to maintain. I'm not going to fully avoid using it, but I'm mainly going to focus on the bicep long head, just the contraction right up at the top there, having quick movements, but controlled movements, going for multiple sets. I'm at least 3 sets per exercise, going for the 10 to 12 reps. If I end up going a little bit more, realistically, it's going to be on those later sets when I'm kind of finishing up the exercise. But for the bench press, I'm not going to lie, guys, it's probably going to be 10, 10, 10 all around, except for the warm-up sets, where we're just kind of determining, what kind of weight are we going to push. But I'm ready to go in there. I hope you guys are ready to, see some wicked clips. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to implement more of the photos that I used to do, with the weigh-in, with the breakfast, with what we're eating, putting them in here, making it, better videos. I just want to keep the same quality that I had before, for sure. But we're getting right back into it, guys. I was going to say something else. Oh yeah, what's the day looking like? So I know some of you are probably wondering, how do guys get to the gym? How do they get a good pump on when they are, working, when they're busy, when they don't really have a lot of time? And I will be honest, I kind of want to talk about that as well. Just, what am I doing with my time? How do I manage it? Do I sleep enough? I did sleep. I slept about 8 hours last night. I went to bed pretty late because my washing machine is kind of busted up, so I was trying to fix that. That was not working well. And then, of course, I was editing and uploading the video from yesterday, which I think it was a sweet video. I'm not going to lie. I definitely put in, I put effort in every video, but that video from yesterday, I think, was a really great way to open up the series of Progress to Success. I'm really down with it. I really want to see what we can do this year. And maintaining the discipline and, of course, the consistency that we had in the previous series. If we do that all 2025, guys, I know we're fully going to be looking in a really good spot come December. I think we will actually have some significant growth and some significant gains, which is awesome. Compared to last season. It'll be interesting to see where we are in April, especially April 20th, the 1-year anniversary of this YouTube channel. Hopefully we're lifting more than what we were at the end of the last series. Well, lifting more than what we were lifting at the start of the channel. So it'll be cool to do a comparison. But without further ado, guys, I'm gonna get my buns in there. We're gonna start thumping and pumping, and you guys are gonna obviously catch those clips, but I'm gonna catch you guys in the post game. And of course, I hope you're all doing very well. I hope everyone is, you know, enjoying the weather. I mean, it is kind of cold out. It is January where I'm at. I live in Canada, guys, so yeah, it's cold, but hey, I love the cold, and we are gonna be thumping, and we're loving it. So I hope, you know, whenever you're watching this, you're doing awesome. And hey guys, I'm gonna catch y'all. How's it going, everyone? How are y'all doing? We just finished the pumpy. Wow, it was incredible. So let me tell you guys about it as we kind of start rolling the clips here. Am I gonna go forward? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so guys, we did chest and arms today, and I'm gonna admit the truth. It was very, very nice. We honestly started off with... Okay, yeah, so we ended up starting off with, of course, dumbbell, bench. So, what, okay. Okay, guys, I'm using a little bit less weight all around. That's just the way it is. The maintenance wasn't really as maintenance as I thought it was. I did lose a little bit of strength in the chest and arms, so I'm gonna have to develop that again. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. So the way that I did, begin, of course, dumbbell bench. I did my warm-up sets. I did about 5 sets in total. I was really trying to emphasize the pec squeeze throughout the entire contraction. Even when the pec was extended near the end, I was really, what's the term? I was really trying to let the depth control. So I wasn't necessarily letting myself let loose, but I was definitely letting myself maintain the control at the depth, at the extension, even though the muscle is the weakest at that point. So I definitely did think that was, you know, what was needed. So we did that. And I did want to do incline chest press, but it turns out the gym doesn't have one. They only have regular chest press, and they have 2 of them. So I thought that was kind of odd, but what did we do after that? So we ended up actually going to, I believe, a machine. Yeah, I think we did a machine. I'm gonna, obviously you guys are watching the clip right now, but yeah, what was it? We did pec fly. I know we did pec fly. We did that near the end though. And then I know that we did end up doing, did we actually just use the machine for chest press? I think we might have. I think that was the second one we did, yeah. Using the machine, you know, really trying to emphasize again the depth of the muscle extension, the depth of the entire movement, maintaining the control even through the extension. And of course, there is control as you're flexing near the top, but really trying to maintain the flexion in the muscle even as it extends. It's just a conscious thing, but it's very needed in order to really get the blood flowing through the muscle and get the oxygen uptake, you know, elevated. So yeah, we ended up doing that. And then of course, as I mentioned, we did end up doing the bench pec fly. I was going to do pec fly on the machine, but there's only one pec fly machine, and it was kind of being hogged up a bit. It was pretty busy. I went in the afternoon on a Monday, so I was, you know, I didn't really expect that, to be honest. Is this guy gonna let me in? Yeah, he is. Yeah, you let me in. So yeah, I didn't even expect that, to be honest. You know, I thought they would have more than one pec fly machine, but they don't. So that's fine. I just ended up using dumbbell. And with the dumbbell, I was able to maintain control regardless, but I really like the machine just because I feel as though, you know, I can target more of the pec and not the front delt. With when you're doing dumbbell pec fly, and I'm of course laying supine, I definitely feel as though I need to have more elbow flexion than I would like. Again, that could, and the reason why I do flex the elbow is because I don't want there to be any shoulder impingement or shoulder issues down the road. I don't really want to utilize the shoulder, but it is inevitable with this one exercise. So if you are using dumbbell, but if you're using the machine, then you don't really need to include shoulder at all, which is terrific. Well, you guys probably have realized I'm only talking about chest so far. Whatever happened to arms? Well, I'm not gonna lie, guys. When I got in there, I kind of had this thing in my mind where I'm thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna do chest to start, and then I'm gonna do arms later on, just to kind of, work the one group really hard at first. So that is basically, what I did. Wow, roads are slippery even though it's sunny out. Anyway, yeah, so that is what I did. Don't ask, you can ask why, and it was just kind of a preference thing I felt like doing today. I was thinking I was gonna hit arms after work today, but yeah, I just, I said, whatever, I'm just gonna do it all in one, as I usually do. I don't know why I wanted to separate the workout split, because yeah, I just felt like it for a minute there, but then eventually, of course, I just ended up doing arms coupled with the chest. So I did those chest exercises. I think I did 3 chest exercises. If I did a 4th one, I'll definitely include it, but I can't remember right now. Honestly, I was just dialed in on just trying to use those muscles. But yeah, if I did have a 4th one, of course, you'll see it. Hopefully I didn't do a 4th one and I'm just not forgetting about it. But you know what, that could possibly be the case. Yeah, okay, so let's just say for the sake of arguments, I only did those 3 exercises. I'm really trying to think, did I do another chest one? I did chest press, chest fly, I did the chest press with the machine as well. I did a bit of cable fly near the end, but I didn't take a clip of that just because it wasn't really, I didn't really go crazy on it, so I didn't really feel the need to take a clip. It was just more or less just to, finish up the muscle group, just to really get the pec, hurting at the end. Okay, so let's just talk about arms. So I did 3 arm exercises. I did the classic arm exercises that I usually do. So I did start off with the incline bicep curl with the dumbbell. So again, guys, I think I ended, and so it begins series using 30s, but today, I started off with a 25, so 5 less pounds, not ideal, but I know I'll be able to bounce back very quickly since I was already at the point. That's the thing, is I'm not really worried about the fact that I've lost a little bit, just because I know that if I bulk and stay consistent, in terms of trying to grow, I will be able to just rebound back to, that 5 extra pounds. It's not, sure, I'm down a little bit, but it's not like I'm down a lot. It's honestly going to take me less than a month, maybe a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks to get back to where I was, which is awesome, realistically speaking. Okay, so yeah, I did the incline curls, and those felt awesome. I mean, they always do, just because you can supinate the wrist, and when you do that, you enable the long head of the bicep to activate more than the brachialis on the outside, which is exactly what, I was talking about in the first clip before we got in the gym. And so I really did feel the long head of the bicep just thumping incredibly hard, incredibly well, which was perfect. Okay, and so yeah, I did my 3 sets of that. I did about 10 to 12 reps. I think the clips I got, I did 10 because, geez, it's such a tough exercise. And so from there, I did end up doing skull crushers. And this one, I was down a bit. I was using a 50 bar. And the reason I was using a 50 bar is, for some reason, my front delts were feeling really odd with this. And I think it's because I was going all chest there. But yeah, it felt really odd, so I didn't really want to go crazy with it. So I did end up actually, still getting a really great tricep thumpy, but I just used a little bit less weight. And so the volume was there. It just wasn't really about the mass I was lifting. But still, I was doing, again, 10 to 12. I think I recorded 10, but again, it felt great. So then after that, I ended up going to the machines. And you might ask, why would I use the machines and not the actual, the cables first? And that was just simply because the cables were full. Like, I literally had no space for the cables. It was actually insane in the membrane. So yeah, we ended up doing all that. And then that was fine. So from there, yeah, so we used the machines, okay? The cables were full, but the machines were awesome. so I ended up doing, you know, bicep curl with the you know, the anterior curl, where the elbows are basically facing the front. And that felt really awesome. It felt so good. Okay, and then I did, you know, really thump that. And then I did end up going for the tricep extension. That machine is honestly one of my favorite machines in the entire gym, just because it's such a classic. It's such a great machine. And, you know, I really do feel like I, you know, am able to really lift heavy with that. And for that tricep, I did not decrease. I'm at the same maintenance, so that's good to see. So the triceps, pretty well the same strength. Biceps a little bit weaker, along with the chest. So those are two things I have noticed so far. Okay. And then what did I do? So then after that, yes, the cables did free up, which was so beautiful. So I was able to, you know, take my time with the bicep curl. I was using a straight bar at first, but for some reason the supination was really hurting the wrist. I mean, my wrist is still not 100%. I don't even know if it's ever going to get back to 100%. And I can't even remember what the initial injury was to it at this point. I'd have to go back and check in the past series, but I've had wrist issues ever since the last series. It's been a pain, but we're pushing through, and I'm just going to try to make it stronger by focusing more, or by including forearm work. Hopefully I actually do include forearm work. I'm gonna have to redistribute in a way. Maybe I'll do some forearms today after work, but maybe I'll get a couple clips, but I don't really know if I will record that if I'm at work, to be honest. But yeah, so the cable bicep curl, I did end up using the tri-bar, basically the triangle attachment, just, you know, really emphasizing, you know, almost pronating the wrist so I can utilize sort of the medial aspect. So I guess, you know, it did feel great. And I know some guys don't like that bar, but I like the attachment. It just works well for me for some reason. On the cables, it works well. Even with the tricep, it works well, but I do prefer the rope for the tricep, which is why you'll see in the clip that I did, in fact, use the rope when I was doing tricep extension at the cable, just because, again, guys, I really know I can emphasize the depth of the extension, and I can maintain flexion in the tricep group even throughout the extension. So, you know, even when I'm flexing the elbow, I can still maintain the tricep extension, which is amazing, which is exactly what I'm looking for. So yeah, that was pretty well that. And then of course it was after those two cable exercises that I ended up doing those cable flies to just get the chest thumping. And so if I haven't already shown it to you guys, here is the posing clip. So you'll notice that, yeah, the physique is a little bit off. It's not looking like we were before. I mean, it is pretty similar, but it's not exactly exact. Definition has been lost, but again, give me a month or 2 months, and I should be looking the same, if not better, by 2 months time. Definitely by 420, I do suspect that we will be stronger than we were at the end of And So It Begins, as long as we do maintain what we've been doing this entire time. You know, well, not this entire time, but starting, you know, in the new year. Hopefully we don't get injured anymore. Hopefully we can just keep on pushing through. I'm pretty confident, you know, we're going to keep on pushing through. It's not going to be the end of, you know, the work now. So, yeah. So basically now what's going to happen is I'm going to go inside. I'm at my place, you know, I'm going to go inside, make some food and, yeah, make some food, get lunch ready, and then I got to go to work. So it's going to be a busy day, but it's been awesome. So if I don't, you know, see you guys again, which I should see you guys again. Of course, guys, I haven't slammed this yet, but this is like a 900 calorie protein slammer that I'm gonna get in me. I am aiming for about the 35 to 4,000 calorie intake. My average workout expenditure caloric wise is about, you know, 700, 800, but when I do legs, it's about 1,000, just because I'm using a lot more calories to burn legs than I am chest, just simply because the muscle groups in the legs are a lot larger, as you guys would probably already guess. But that's just the way it is, and nothing wrong with that. I'm burning calories. I'm taking in more than I'm putting out, and, you know, same thing with saving money. You'll save money and make money if you spend less than you Yeah, if you make more, then you spend. So I'm making more by eating more, and I'm spending less. Yeah, I'm just spending less. I'm just eating more than what I'm using, which is how you're going to build. And I'm getting the sleep, and I'm going to keep you guys updated as you guys continue with the journey. So thank you all for being a part of it. You know, I really appreciate you guys who want to be around for the second series, for the second rodeo, Progress to Success. This is when we're going to start to develop. This is when we're going to go up and up. And I know if you guys actually do watch to the end of the video, you guys are rock stars. If you can, just, you know, enjoy yourself. Enjoy the day, and make sure you guys are getting in the gym. Make sure you guys are getting up and up. Let me know what your guys' workouts are. Let me know how you guys rip chest and arms. I would love to hear it. Honestly, I'd love to talk with y'all. So thank you all for watching if you did up to this point. And as always, folks, I hope you all take care, and I'm going to catch y'all maybe later on today. We'll see. But if not today, y'all already know, tomorrow. All right, guys. Have a good one.